Hi everyone, my name is Kailun. Today I have the opportunity to interview Mr. Atik Chai, the Managing and Marketing Director of Masterling Industries Sdn Bhd, which specialises in making custom conveyor chains in the palm oil mill industry. Our discussion offers a practical perspective on the management theories I have studied. Today, I will interview and then analyze his leadership behavior, decision-making process, managerial advice, and my reflection linking them directly to concepts from my studies. Now, let's begin by exploring his leadership style. Alright, Mr. Ng,
Hi.
thanks for coming.
Yes.
Now, let's begin with our first question. How would you describe your leadership approach when leading a team? And by doing that, is there any positive impact on the team performance?
To become a team leader, you always have a team discussion in the open-minded way or in a democratic way. To get everyone idea, we sit down together and combine all the ideas together. The people will get respected and motivated too.
Mr. Ng's response provides a clear example of democratic leadership styles. He consciously shares decision-making authorities with his team, valuing their input because they have the critical information in the market. This approach is an active strategy to boost engagement, morale, and job satisfaction by involving everyone in the process. Next, your democratic style involves a lot of team discussion. But during a crisis, how did you lead your team?
We have open discussion to define the problem. We break into two. One is the internal, like inventory and pricing, and the other part is external, our competitor, and the market demand. We find the solution and provide the support to them, and we believe will overcome the difficulties.
Notice that even during a crisis, behavior leadership theories is shown by Mr. Ng as a leader high in concern for people. He focused on support, show his priority in developing his employees, not just controlling them. By fostering a supportive environment, he builds a long-term loyalty and trust, which is crucial for team resilience. Now, let's move on to another topic. How do you make important decisions to achieve your goals?
For a normal decision like adding a new product, I follow step. First, I get data from team on the cost and customer interest. We analyze it together, then decide it on a small steps in order to minimize risk.
This process is a clear example of systematic decision-making process applied to a structured problem. His steps can be directly mapped to the model. Step 1. He find and define the problem, which is add a new product to increase sales. Step 2. He generate and evaluate alternative solution, which is gather data on cost and customer interest to analyze feasibility. Third step, he make a decision by deciding to create a small test order. Step 4, he implement the decision, which is by placing the order. Step 5, he evaluate results by using the test order itself as an evaluation mechanism to study the market response. Therefore, this rational, step-by-step approach minimizes risk and is ideal for structured problem, while it aims for rational, optimizing decisions. It also acknowledges bounded rationality. He makes the best possible decision based on the available information from his team. Your systematic approach is highly effective for a structured problem. However, manager must also adapt to unstructured problem. So, for example, how do you usually make important decisions under pressure as a manager?
A very good example is during the crisis, the COVID-19, we have focused the demand completely wrongly and have a major inventory problem. The problem was no cash to pay salary and supplier. The solution was to find a bank to refine our loan and negotiate with our supplier for the payment extension.
The COVID-19 pandemic was the ultimate unstructured problem, a novel and complex crisis with no rulebook. The solution, refinancing and negotiating with suppliers, was a creative, non-programmed decision unique to his extreme situation. His actions here are a perfect example of what management theories Henry Mintzberg called the manager roles as an information processing nerve center. As an informational leader, he monitored internal cash flow data and acted as a spoken person explain critical information and situation with bank to refinance loans. As a decision leader, he was a disturbance handler and a negotiator, as he had to negotiate with the supplier for payment extension to ensure survival. His interpersonal relationship and authority allows him to make decisions under pressure, and this is the reality of high-stakes crisis management. With that, we have finally reached our last question. Based on your experience, what is your advice for becoming a good manager?
You must trust your team first. Get everyone idea. Let your team grow by making mistakes, and always do a case study to revise your mistake. Thank you.
With that, I think we have end our interview here. Thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
His first piece of advice: trust your team is the foundation of democratic leadership style. By trusting and valuing his team frontline knowledge, we are able to boost team motivation and morale. His second quote, always do a case study, is the core of his systematic decision-making process. It's a crucial evaluation steps, transforming abstract mistakes into concrete data for continuous improvement. From the interview, I have learned that a great management requires balancing trust in people with discipline in process. I find his approach is highly effective as his democratic style builds a motivated, informed team, and his systematic decision-making ensure their inputs leads to a rational outcome. At the end, for my career, I strive to be this type of manager with democratic style, having an open discussion and build trust to empower my team, while using discipline system to channel their energy into effective results. This is the framework I will use to achieve resilience and success in the future.